There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. You can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me. Love is not affectionate feeling, but a steady wish for the loved person's ultimate good as far as it can be obtained. Someday you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again. You can make anything by writing. A children's story that can only be enjoyed by children is not a good children's story in the slightest. God can't give us peace and happiness apart from Himself because there is no such thing. Love is something more stern and splendid than mere kindness. Education without values, as useful as it is, seems rather to make man a more clever devil. We meet no ordinary people in our lives. Eating and reading are two pleasures that combine admirably. Things never happen the same way twice. The great thing to remember is that though our feelings come and go, God's love for us does not. The future is something which everyone reaches at the rate of 60 minutes an hour, whatever he does, whoever he is. The task of the modern educator is not to cut down jungles, but to irrigate deserts. No one ever told me that grief felt so like fear. Now the trouble about trying to make yourself stupider than you really are is that you very often succeed. God allows us to experience the low points of life in order to teach us lessons that we could learn in no other way. When we lose one blessing, another is often most unexpectedly given in its place. Write about what really interests you, whether it is real things or imaginary things, and nothing else. If you love deeply, you're going to get hurt badly. But it's still worth it. Nothing you have not given away will ever really be yours. Adventures are never fun while you're having them. There is but one good, that is God. Everything else is good when it looks to Him and bad when it turns from Him. Do not dare not to dare. Do not let us mistake necessary evils for good. Spiteful words can hurt your feelings, but silence breaks your heart. Everyone thinks forgiveness is a lovely idea until he has something to forgive. There is a kind of happiness and wonder that makes you serious. It is too good to waste on jokes. To love at all is to be vulnerable. If a man thinks he is not conceited, he is very conceited indeed. It is safe to tell the pure in heart that they shall see God, for only the pure in heart want to. No man knows how bad he is till he has tried very hard to be good. Aim at heaven and you will get earth thrown in, aim at earth and you will get neither. Hardship often prepares an ordinary person for an extraordinary destiny. Failures, repeated failures, are finger posts on the road to achievement. one fails forward toward success. Courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point. Don't let your happiness depend on something you may lose. Joy is the serious business of heaven. The door on which we have been knocking all our lives will open at last.